Welcome to Learning Life Content. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Your support helps us grow and motivates us to bring you more fascinating and enriching stories. The ancient world witnessed the rise and fall of many empires. Two of the most significant were the Persian and Greek civilizations. The Persian Empire, founded by Cyrus the Great in 550 BCE, was known for its vast expanse and administrative efficiency. The Greeks, on the other hand, with their city-states like Athens and Sparta, laid the foundations of Western philosophy and democracy. But a question often arises: which empire emerged first? Unraveling this historical puzzle requires a journey back in time. We will explore the origins and timelines of these great powers. Understanding the chronological order of these empires is crucial. It provides context for their interactions. It also sheds light on the influence they had on each other. Comparing their timelines helps us grasp the broader narrative of ancient history. We can then appreciate the unique contributions of each civilization. The Persians excelled in engineering and governance, while the Greeks pioneered in arts, science and philosophy. The Persian Empire, a name that echoes with power and grandeur, burst onto the world stage in the 6th century BCE. Its founder, Cyrus the Great, was a brilliant military strategist and a visionary leader. Through a series of conquests, Cyrus united various Persian tribes. He established a vast empire stretching from the Aegean Sea in the west to the Indus River in the east. Cyrus's reign marked a new era in ancient history. His empire was characterized not only by its military prowess, but also by its relatively tolerant policies towards conquered peoples. Unlike many rulers before him, Cyrus allowed conquered populations to retain their customs and religions. This approach fostered stability and facilitated the integration of diverse cultures within the Persian realm. His empire flourished. It became a beacon of wealth, power, and cultural exchange. Cyrus's conquests included the defeat of the Median Empire, the Lydian Kingdom, and the Neo-Babylonian Empire. His military campaigns were marked by innovative strategies and the effective use of cavalry. After each conquest, Cyrus implemented efficient administrative systems, ensuring the smooth governance of his vast territories. His ability to integrate diverse cultures and maintain stability was key to the longevity and prosperity of the Persian Empire. While the Persian Empire was consolidating its power, the Greek world was already steeped in centuries of history. The roots of Greek civilization can be traced back to the Bronze Age, specifically to the Mycenaean civilization that flourished between 1600 and 1100 BCE. The Mycenaeans, named after their prominent city of Mycenae, were skilled seafarers and warriors. They established a network of powerful city-states across mainland Greece and the Aegean Islands. The Mycenaean era was a time of great cultural achievements. These are reflected in their impressive architecture, intricate goldwork, and early forms of writing. The myths and legends of the Mycenaeans, passed down through generations, would later form the basis of Greek mythology. This mythology continues to captivate and inspire us today. Though the Mycenaean civilization eventually collapsed, it laid the foundation for the development of classical Greek culture. Key figures like Homer, who composed the epic poems the Iliad and the Odyssey, played a crucial role in shaping Greek cultural identity. The development of Greek theatre, with its tragedies and comedies, was another significant cultural achievement. Philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle laid the groundwork for Western philosophy and science. The concept of democracy, first practiced in Athens, became one of the most enduring legacies of Greek civilization. Comparing the timelines of the Persian and Greek civilizations reveals a stark difference in their historical trajectories. The Persian Empire, as we have seen, emerged as a unified force in the 6th century BCE under Cyrus the Great. This marked the beginning of their imperial dominance, characterized by a centralized administration and a vast network of satrapies. In contrast, the Greek world traced its roots back to the Mycenaean civilization. This civilization thrived centuries earlier, with a more fragmented political structure. The Greeks did not form a unified empire like the Persians until the conquests of Alexander the Great in the 4th century BCE. Instead, ancient Greece consisted of numerous independent city-states, each with its own government and military. These city-states often competed with each other, both in warfare and in cultural achievements. Despite their political fragmentation, the Greeks shared a common cultural heritage. This heritage was rooted in their language, mythology, and religious practices, which contrasted with the Persians' Zoroastrian faith and diverse cultural influences. Section 5, Clash of Titans, the Greco-Persian Wars. The historical trajectories of the Persian and Greek civilizations intersected dramatically in the 5th century BCE. This was during the Greco-Persian Wars. This series of conflicts, sparked by Greek resistance to Persian expansion, became legendary. They showcased the military prowess and cultural differences of these two great powers. For the Greeks, the wars represented a struggle for freedom and their way of life against the threat of Persian domination. The most famous clash of the Greco-Persian Wars was the Battle of Marathon in 490 BCE. There, a heavily outnumbered Athenian army achieved a stunning victory against the Persian forces. The Battle of Thermopylae, a few years later, immortalized the bravery of the Spartan warriors. They fought to the death against the massive Persian army. The Greek victory at the Battle of Salamis, a naval engagement, ultimately turned the tide of the war. It marked the beginning of the Persian retreat from Greece. Section 6. Beyond the battlefield, cultural exchange and influence. The Greco-Persian Wars were not only a clash of armies, but also a clash of cultures. Despite the animosity of war, these conflicts led to significant cultural exchange between the two civilizations. Ideas, artistic motifs, and philosophical concepts flowed between the Persian and Greek worlds, enriching both. The Persians, for example, were known for their sophisticated system of administration and their impressive architectural achievements. These influences can be seen in the later Hellenistic period following Alexander the Great's conquests. During this time, Greek and Persian cultural elements blended. They created a hybrid civilization that spread across Alexander's vast empire. Greek philosophers like Herodotus documented Persian customs, while Persian scholars contributed to Greek knowledge in astronomy and medicine. Trade routes facilitated the exchange of goods such as spices, textiles, and precious metals, further intertwining their economies. Religious practices and deities also saw a blend, with some gods being worshipped in both cultures, showcasing a spiritual exchange. Educational institutions in both empires benefited from shared knowledge, leading to advancements in various fields of study. Section 7. The Persian and Greek Legacy, from Architecture to Administration. Both the Persian and Greek empires left an enduring legacy. They shaped the political and cultural landscape of the ancient world. The Persians' innovative approach to governance, particularly their system of satrapies, influenced the administrative structures of later empires. Similarly, the Greek system of city-states, or polis, laid the foundation for modern democratic governance. Persian art and architecture, known for their grandeur and intricate details, had a lasting impact. Greek architecture, with its iconic columns and emphasis on symmetry, also left an indelible mark on the world. The ruins of Persepolis, the ceremonial capital of the Persian Empire, still stand as a testament to their architectural prowess. The Parthenon in Athens remains a symbol of Greek architectural excellence. The Persians were pioneers in many fields, including astronomy, mathematics, and the development of early forms of writing. The Greeks, too, made significant contributions to these fields, with figures like Pythagoras and Euclid laying the groundwork for modern science and mathematics. The contributions of both empires to these fields laid the groundwork for future scientific and intellectual advancements. Section 8. The Enduring Spirit of Greece, Democracy, Philosophy and Art. The legacy of ancient Greece is equally profound. The Greeks' contributions to philosophy, democracy, art, literature and science have shaped Western civilization and continue to resonate today. From the works of Socrates, Plato and Aristotle, who laid the foundations of Western philosophy, to the plays of Sophocles and Euripides, which explored complex human emotions and ethical dilemmas, Greek ideas continue to be studied and debated, influencing modern thought and academic discourse. The concept of democracy, though it took different forms throughout history, has its roots in ancient Athens, where citizens participated directly in decision-making. The Athenian democracy, while not without its flaws, provided a model for later societies seeking to establish governments based on the consent of the governed, emphasizing the importance of civic participation and public debate. Greek art and architecture, particularly from the classical period, are still admired for their balance, harmony and celebration of the human form, influencing countless generations of artists and architects. Section 9, Conclusion, Echoes of Antiquity. So, which empire came first, the Persian or the Greek? The answer is not as simple as it seems. While the Persian Empire under Cyrus the Great emerged as a unified force in the 6th century BCE, the foundations of Greek civilization were laid much earlier. The Mycenaean civilization, with its roots in the Bronze Age, predates the Persian Empire by centuries. However, focusing solely on chronology overlooks the complex interplay between these two great powers. Both the Persian and Greek empires left an indelible mark on history. We still feel their influences today. The Persians, with their efficient administration and cultural tolerance, created a vast and prosperous empire. The Greeks gifted the world with enduring ideas about democracy, philosophy and art. In the grand tapestry of history, both civilizations hold a place of honor. Their stories continue to fascinate and inspire us millennia later. The Persian Empire's administrative innovations laid the groundwork for modern governance, while Greek philosophical thought continues to shape contemporary democratic ideals. From art and architecture to governance and philosophy, the echoes of these ancient empires resonate through the ages. Thank you for watching Learning Life content. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Your support helps us grow and motivates us to bring you more fascinating and enriching stories.